What if I told you your home could feel fresher, calmer, and more alive without spending thousands on decor? No designer, no renovation, just plants. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Indoor plants don't die because you're bad at caring for them. They die because no one teaches you the right way to grow them. Too much water, wrong lighting, poor soil. These small mistakes silently kill your plants. And that's exactly why in this video, I'm going to show you how to grow indoor plants at home the right way, even if you're a complete beginner. By the end of this video, you'll know which plants are almost impossible to kill, how to water correctly, this changes everything, and how to make your plants grow faster. Greener and healthier. Let's turn your home into a green paradise. 1. Choosing the right indoor plants. The biggest mistake beginners make is starting with the wrong plants. Not all indoor plants are created equal. Some are extremely sensitive and demand perfect conditions, while others are incredibly forgiving and can thrive even if you forget about them for days. If you're just starting out, your goal isn't to impress anyone with rare plants, it's to build confidence. That means choosing plants that are known for their resilience and adaptability. Plants like snake plant, pothos, ZZ plant, spider plant, and peace lily are perfect beginner choices. These plants can tolerate low light, irregular watering, and typical indoor conditions. They won't punish you for small mistakes, which makes them ideal for learning. Another important factor is understanding your home environment. Ask yourself, does your space get a lot of sunlight or is it mostly shaded? Is the air dry or humid? Matching the plant to your environment is far more important than forcing a plant to adapt. Also, start small. Instead of buying 10 plants at once, begin with 2 or 3. This allows you to observe how they respond to your care routine and adjust accordingly. Remember, successful plant care isn't about luck. It's about choosing plants that naturally fit your lifestyle and environment. When you do that, growing indoor plants becomes easy, enjoyable, and incredibly rewarding. 2. Understanding light. Light is the single most important factor in indoor plant growth, yet it's also the most misunderstood. Many people assume placing a plant anywhere in a room is enough, but in reality, light determines whether your plant thrives or slowly declines. There are 3 main types of indoor light: bright, indirect light, low light, and direct sunlight. Indirect light is ideal for most houseplants. This usually means placing your plant near a window where it receives plenty of natural light, but without harsh sun rays directly hitting the leaves. Low-light areas like corners or rooms with small windows can still support plants, but only certain varieties like snake plants and ZZ plants will tolerate these conditions. Even then, growth will be slower. Direct sunlight, on the other hand, can be too intense for many indoor plants. While some plants love it, others may develop burnt leaves if exposed for too long, especially during hot afternoons. A simple trick to understand your lighting. If you can comfortably read a book without turning on a light during the day, your space likely has enough light for most indoor plants. Rotating your plants every few weeks also helps ensure even growth, preventing them from leaning toward one side. When you get lighting right, everything else becomes easier. Watering, growth, and overall plant health improve naturally. 3. Watering the right way. If there's one thing that kills more indoor plants than anything else, it's overwatering. Many people think watering more means better growth, but in reality, too much water suffocates the roots and leads to rot. The key to proper watering is not following a strict schedule, but instead learning to read your plant's needs. Before watering, always check the soil. Stick your finger about 1 to 2 inches deep. If it feels dry, it's time to water. If it still feels moist, wait a few more days. Different plants have different watering needs. For example, snake plants and ZZ plants prefer dry soil and can go longer without water, while plants like peace lily prefer slightly moist conditions. Another important tip is to water deeply but less frequently. When you water, do it thoroughly until excess water drains out from the bottom of the pot. This ensures the roots receive enough moisture without sitting in stagnant water. Never let your plant sit in a tray full of water, as this can quickly lead to root rot. Always empty excess water after watering. Season also matters. Plants generally need more water during warmer months and less during colder periods when growth slows down. Mastering watering takes a bit of practice, but once you get it right, your plants will reward you with strong, healthy growth. 4. Soil and pot selection. Many beginners overlook soil and pots, but these two elements play a critical role in plant health. Even if you water perfectly and provide good light, poor soil and improper pots can still cause your plants to struggle. Let's start with soil. Indoor plants need well-draining potting mix that allows excess water to flow out easily, while still retaining enough moisture for the roots. Regular garden soil is not suitable for indoor plants because it compacts easily and holds too much water, increasing the risk of root rot. A good potting mix usually contains materials like peat, perlite, or cocoa coir. These components improve aeration and drainage, giving roots the oxygen they need to grow. Now let's talk about pots. Always choose pots with drainage holes at the bottom. This is non-negotiable. Without drainage, water accumulates at the bottom, drowning the roots over time. The size of the pot also matters. A pot that is too large holds excess soil and moisture, which can lead to overwatering issues. On the other hand, a pot that is too small can restrict root growth. When repotting, choose a container only slightly bigger than the current one. This helps maintain balance between soil, water, and root space. Getting soil and pot selection right creates a strong foundation for your plants to grow healthy and stress-free. 5. Humidity, temperature, and environment. Indoor plants may live inside your home, but they still crave conditions similar to their natural environment. Temperature, humidity, and airflow all play a big role in how well your plants grow. Most indoor plants thrive in temperatures between 18 to 30 degrees Celsius. Luckily, this is the same range most people find comfortable, so you don't need to make major adjustments. However, sudden temperature changes can stress plants. Keep them away from air conditioners, heaters, or cold drafts from windows. These fluctuations can cause leaf drop or slow growth. Humidity is another important factor, especially for tropical plants. Indoor air can sometimes be too dry, particularly in air-conditioned rooms. Low humidity often leads to brown leaf tips or curling leaves. To increase humidity, you can mist your plants occasionally, place a tray of water nearby, or group plants together to create a micro-humid environment. Airflow is also important. Stagnant air can encourage pests and diseases, while gentle air circulation helps keep plants healthy. Position your plants in a space where they feel stable, not too hot, not too cold, and not too dry. When you create a comfortable environment, your plants don't just survive, they thrive, producing lush leaves and vibrant growth that completely transforms your space. 6. Maintenance, feeding, and problem-solving. Growing indoor plants isn't just about watering and light. Regular maintenance is what keeps them looking lush and healthy over time. Start with pruning. Removing yellow, brown, or damaged leaves helps the plant redirect energy toward new growth. It also improves the overall appearance, making your plant look fuller and more vibrant. Cleaning the leaves is another simple but powerful step. Dust can accumulate on leaves, blocking sunlight and reducing photosynthesis. Wipe them gently with a damp cloth every few weeks to keep them clean and efficient. Feeding your plants is equally important. Indoor plants rely on nutrients from the soil, but over time these nutrients get depleted. Using a balanced liquid fertilizer every 2 to 4 weeks during the growing season can significantly boost growth. However, moderation is key. Over-fertilizing can burn the roots and damage your plant. Always follow recommended amounts. Lastly, keep an eye out for early warning signs. Yellow leaves, brown edges, or drooping can indicate issues with watering, light, or humidity. Small pests, like spider mites or aphids, may also appear, but catching them early makes them easy to manage. Healthy plants don't happen by accident. They are the result of consistent, simple care. Now you know the real secret. Growing indoor plants isn't hard. You just needed the right system. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your home slowly transform into a green, calming space you'll love coming back to every day. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share this with someone who keeps killing their plants. And if you want to take it further, check out my next video where I reveal the fastest growing indoor plants that instantly upgrade your home. See you in the next one.